Ever opened your laptop, looked at your deadline, and immediately wanted to nap? Yeah, me too. It's not that you don't care, you care so much it's paralyzing. And the closer the deadline gets, the more your brain turns into a chaotic mix of, I should be doing this, and I'll start right after this one YouTube video. Here's the thing most people won't tell you. Crushing deadlines isn't about working harder, it's about how you start. And starting the right way makes finishing surprisingly simple. We tend to treat deadlines like they're scary monsters hiding under the bed. But in reality, it's the way we approach them that makes them overwhelming. We wait until we're ready. We try to plan the whole thing perfectly. And by the time we start, we're already behind, stressed out, and full of caffeine and regret. But what if I told you there's a way to start that actually makes momentum inevitable? Today, I'm going to show you one framework I call the backwards start. A super simple way to make any deadline feel way less intimidating and way more doable. In this session, I'll walk you through 3 steps inside the backwards start framework. Start at the finish. Why imagining the end result? First helps you reverse engineer your path with confidence. Find your anchor task, a 10-minute kickoff move that gets your brain into flow without stress or pressure. Build your minimum stack, a ridiculously easy checklist that keeps you consistent even on your worst day. Each one is simple, fast, and actually works even if you're behind schedule already. Sound good? Let's break it down. Before we jump in, let me say this. If you've ever felt like deadlines always sneak up on you, or that you're the kind of person who only works under pressure, you're not lazy, you're just wired for urgency. But urgency can be your superpower if you know how to harness it early. So don't stress, you don't need more hours in your day. You just need to start differently. Let's begin with step 1, start at the finish. I promise it's a lot simpler than it sounds. Instead of starting with, what should I do first? Ask, what will this look like when it's done? Is it a finished essay, a submitted report, a launched project, a polished slide deck? Get crystal clear on the final deliverable. Picture it, name it, even sketch it if you have to. This instantly gives your brain something to aim for, not just stress about. It turns a foggy, endless task into a finish line you can see. Think of it like driving. You wouldn't hit the gas without putting a destination in the GPS, right? So don't start working without knowing what done actually means. This one mental shift helps you work with purpose, not just panic. Step 2, find your anchor task. Next is where the magic happens. Find your anchor task. This is your 10-minute entry point, a small, doable, friction-free action that makes the rest easier. For example, writing an outline before an essay, creating a folder and naming your files, listing the main points for your presentation, sketching a rough timeline. Here's the rule. It must be so simple you can't talk yourself out of it. And it must feel like progress. Why does this matter? Because once you start, even just for 10 minutes, you activate something called inertia momentum. Your brain says, well, we've started, might as well keep going. It's like tricking yourself into being productive. And honestly, it works every time. Okay, first up, start at the finish. Wait, what? Yep, we're doing this backwards on purpose. Step 3, build your minimum stack. Finally, build your minimum stack. This is your bare minimum checklist, a few small, repeatable tasks you can do every day, even when you're tired, unmotivated, or running on fumes. It could look like 15 minutes of focused work, 1 section written, a daily progress log, reviewing yesterday's notes. Here's the key, lower the bar, but keep showing up. Consistency beats intensity, especially with deadlines. Think of it like brushing your teeth. Even if you're exhausted, you still do it. Why? Because it's easy and expected. That's how your minimum stack should feel, lightweight, repeatable, and progress-focused. Once this habit kicks in, you'll find yourself moving through projects before panic mode hits. So here's the full framework, one more time. Start at the finish. Find your anchor task. Build your minimum stack. That's it. No burnout, no last-minute freakouts, just a simple, reverse-engineered plan that gets you moving and keeps you on track. You don't need to be superhuman to hit your deadlines. You just need to start the right way. If this made deadlines feel even a little less terrifying, imagine what your next project could look like. So do yourself a favor, hit that like button, subscribe for more no-fluff strategies, and share this with someone who's quietly panicking over a deadline right now. Let's stop surviving our to-do lists and start actually winning at them, together.